subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.
This episode of the Football Crazy podcast is in memory of Walter Smith, who sadly passed away on Tuesday. You know, as someone from England, I admit I don't know much about Scottish football, but I know Walter Smith was and always will be a legend there, and I read that when Celtic legend Tommy Burns died in 2008, he and McCoist arrived at Celtic Park to lay a wreath in memory of him, and then spent half an hour in the stadium, speaking with Celtic officials, then another half hour outside speaking to fans. Smith and McCoist also served as pallbearers at Burns' funeral, and when I read this, the first thing that came to mind was that Walter Smith was a true gentleman. So Walter, if you're up there, I hope you rest in peace. Roll titles.
Is football crazy? Is football mad? That football had just taken away the little bit of sense he had, and it would take a dozen servants to wash his clothes and scrub, since Paul became a member of that terrible football club.
Hello everyone, it's Saturday, October 30th, it's 12:30 a.m. and welcome to another episode of the Football Crazy podcast. On this episode I am going to be previewing the EFL League One game between Rotherham United and Sunderland. But before that, I want to remind you to send any football questions you have in the comments below, and I will try my best to answer them for you. Anyway, let's preview today's match. This is going to be a very close match, as both of these teams are in the playoff places. Sunderland are in 4th with 28 points, and Rotherham are in 5th on 27 points, and my only concern, being a Sunderland fan going into this game, is that we are going to be suffering a hangover from being QPR on Tuesday in the EFL Cup, and I hope to God Lee Johnson can keep his team focused so we can get back to winning ways in the league. We have two disadvantages going into this game. Rotherham are playing at home, which will give them a massive boost playing in front of their own fans, and they are a newly relegated team fighting to get back to the Championship at the first attempt, and I think both of these things could swing the game Rotherham's way if Sunderland aren't careful and avoid making stupid mistakes. When it comes to making the prediction of the final score, and it pains me to even say this, but I think Rotherham are going to win this one either 2-0 or 2-1, and I hope Lee Johnson and his team can somehow find something to prove me wrong, and win this game for the Sunderland fans who are going to be travelling to see this game. That's it for another episode of the Football Crazy podcast. I do hope you have enjoyed listening to what we have had to say. We will be back on Tuesday to preview the EFL League One game between Sheffield Wednesday and Sunderland. So until then, thank you so much for listening, stay safe and enjoy the match.
Is football crazy? Is football mad? That football had just taken away the little bit of sense he had, and it would take a dozen servants to wash his clothes and scrub, since Paul became a member of that terrible